Hey everybody, I'm Stacy Lyn and today is the purple door update. I am super excited about what I'm going to tell you that I am going to be doing. So I've been a little bit like, hey, what am I going to do next? Because I really want this place to be just a home away from home, and I'm having trouble sometimes thinking, now what else needs to be done? Is there anything before we start on the outside? I want the inside to be done. So the bathrooms are a little bit bland, and I've been talking about some things that I want to do in the bathrooms. So I'm going to kind of talk to you about them today. So I'm at Hobby Lobby and I'm picking out my stencil. Now I've already got a stencil that I think I'm going to be using, and it's a paisley, beautiful paisley kind of stencil, but I'm getting all my other supplies here. But what I'm talking about with the stencil is something like this. It's about this size, and I'm going to be putting it up on the wall with some adhesive spray, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So I don't know if you've ever stenciled anything or not, but you can do this on the floor, like on concrete, on floor, on porches, in a kitchen. You can make it look like a rug. You can just do all kinds of stuff, and it really makes the space more exciting. So I'm not going for the exciting factor in my bathroom because I'm keeping it still kind of neutral, but I'm going to show you the colors I'm going to be using in a minute, but I've decided that it needs a little bit of something, and then I'm going to put some pictures on top of where I decide to stencil. So you put the adhesive on the back of your stencil, and then you put your stencil up on the wall, and it'll stick up on the wall. So then you get a roller or a paintbrush or whatever you've got, a sponge, however you want it to look, and you go over the stencil, and then it'll leave the color on the wall, and then you'll take the stencil off, and then you'll put it back up. A lot of people use a level to make sure that there's a straight, but I never use a level because I'm not that detailed. So, but if mine's real busy, my pattern is going to be real busy, and you're not going to be able to tell if I did it straight or not. So the other thing is these are the colors that I'm using. I showed them yesterday when I did a live video. But this is the color right here. Notre Dame is what is on the wall now, and I'm going to be using this Desert Fortress, and they're both Valspar colors, and so you can get them at Lowe's. So this is Desert Fortress and Notre Dame, and in one of the bathrooms I have this middle one, which is Ocean Storm on the bottom, on the chair railing, and underneath that on the beadboard. And so on the top is this, and then I'm going to go back through and do my paisleys in this, but I have a lighter, I've got this color, and I've got that color that I'm going to go back and add dimension with, because you can just add little touches of dimension and it looks three-dimensional, and when you walk in it's just like, wow, that is so cool. But I wanted it in the same tone, you know, so that it wouldn't be just like bright and dark, you know. I wanted it still real clean looking, because it is a real clean look that I have going on in there. So you'll need the adhesive, you'll need a sponge, you'll need a roller, which I already have a roller, and you might need these stippling brushes, but I don't think I'm going to need a stippling brush, so I'm not going to get one. I hope I'm not sorry, but I'm not going to be getting one. And then I'm going to take you and show you what frames I've picked out and what I'm going to be doing in the bathroom. So in the guest bathroom, I think I've talked to y'all a lot about the paintings in there. Well, I don't happen to have the paintings, so our family is going to do the paintings. At least I know the girls are. I'm hoping I can get some of the boys involved because they're really good artists as well. So I don't exactly know what kind. I think I'm just going to let people do whatever they want. So we're going to get some canvases, which some people are right there right now, so I won't pick them up. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the frames. So we're going to go into the framing section. And by the way, Hobby Lobby, every other week, they have frames that are 50% off. This doesn't happen to be the week that they're 50% off. So I'm going to come back tomorrow and get the frames tomorrow. The only thing is, this is the color that I wanted to do. It's right here, and I absolutely love that color of a frame because it's almost black, but it's still wood enough that you can, you know, that it doesn't look fake, you know, it doesn't look plastic. So I think that that's going to look really beautiful with that. The problem that I see is I wanted to have different sizes, and there's not a really big one, and then there's not a really small one. So they have a few big ones in this color, which I like also. I mean, I love this. It's just that I think it would pop better. Y'all tell me what you think, but I think it would pop better with the other. But I don't know. I mean, it may work, but I'm just sort of thinking, leaning towards the darker color. And then I might get a few other frames, and over in the other framing section that are actually made to the picture, so they're custom frames. And I thought that I might do a smaller gold to add just some depth or something on that wall. So anyway, those are the things that I'm planning on doing in the next week or so. So next week you will see me doing, sorry, there's somebody that needs to get by, I think. Okay, so next week you will see me doing the stenciling, and maybe I'll have at least half of the wall done. I think I'm gonna do it in both bathrooms on different walls, and just because the place is so small anyway, it's just not gonna make a big difference. It'll kind of coordinate everything together, and they're the same color anyway, so I may do that. I didn't want to go for wallpaper. I thought wallpaper would be great, but I didn't really want to go with wallpaper just because the walls are a little bit uneven since it's an old place, and I didn't want the wallpaper tearing if the place shifted. I know that sounds crazy, but I think the stenciling is going to be the better option. So I'm going to do that, and it's going to match my towels. It's going to bring everything together, and I want you to see that. And plus, I want to tell you how to do the floor. I think that would be so incredible to do out on a deck, to do a little bit of stenciling and add some color and add some fun. So anyway, do that, and then I'm going to show you some of the artwork that we're doing and how we're going to frame it. And it's going to be relatively inexpensive to do all of this. So all of my supplies are probably only going to cost me about $30, and then my frames are probably going to cost, in the end, $7.95 a piece. So I mean, that's pretty simple and pretty inexpensive to do beautiful stuff, because it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to look really expensive when I'm done. I promise you that. So anyway, y'all, I hope to see you next week. Please get notifications on here, StacyLynHarris.com. If you press notifications here out on Facebook, and make sure that you get notified when I release a new video. Secondly, go to my website, StacyLynHarris.com, and subscribe, and I will take you step by step through this process and give you links to the places that I bought the paint colors, that I'm buying the frames, and when to go, and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, StacyLynHarris.com, and it's great to see y'all. I hope to see you next week. I'm going to have paint all over me. Talk to you later. Bye.